My name is Rhapsody, his name is Orbital, and welcome back to How to Beat Tharsis. Okay, so we've made the decision on which of these we are going to be taking. We made that decision last episode, so if you're looking at that, it's at the end of the previous episode, which is in the playlist linked in the description down below. Enough whoring, let's choose our option. Now, are you still totally on board with feeding the mechanic?
I am still totally on board with feeding the mechanic, although we do have the option of cannibalism.
So, let's talk about it for a moment, because this is the perfect time to.
Okay.
What do you feel about the cannibalism mechanic?
Cannibalism mechanic, I feel, is almost always the right thing to do. I feel that -1 max health, if you've got low stress, which admittedly you have to be in a really, really good position to have low stress, but if you've got low stress, then going for that cannibalism option is totally valid, because the amount of times that you actually use your entire health bar, in one room or over the course of 2 rooms is rare, I think. So I think it's valid. I don't think we should go for it here, because we've got the preferable option of going for the food, which is not going to cost us the health, but it would save us burning a die of food. So I'm not sure.
That's what I was wondering. When you came in with the preferable, the preference towards cannibalism, in game, of course, out of game, he's crazy about it as well, but that's just what we talk about in our spare time. When you came in with that, I was like, is he gonna try and flip this on me and tell me that we might want to be using instead of the food? I'm open to an argument for that.
Yeah. But
at the same time, I am very wary that he's our highest stress character, and we would still be increasing his stress.
Yeah. Also, I sort of want to get the achievement that involves going to Mars without cannibalizing people, but I'm not too concerned if I don't get that. Okay.
I did that on my 2nd episode.
Oh, you jammy bastard.
So,
oh man,
I am the jammiest dodger.
Jammiest dodger, right. Absolutely. All right, validate the foods.
Dodger.
We've got Rhapsody and Jim. What a fucking boring name Jim is. We need to get people to suggest us names for the mechanic, because it's so fucking boring. Holy shit. Unbelievably boring. Okay. You can see the hazards. You can see the repairs that need to be done. What are you thinking here? Like, what do we do? What is your thought process right now?
Okay, well, we've got the easiest round of our lives. Like, this is really good for us. We can do... We're definitely, almost certainly going to have 2 free roaming agents afterwards. Like, that's
fingers
so
crossed.
great.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
The problem is, I think we burn a health on the specialist to take her to the ADSEP.
First.
Yes.
You want to do that first. Because
yeah,
I would suggest
the reason I want to do that first
go ahead,
is because there's a 4 voided there, and we've still got our assist. So if we take the mechanic and then he rolls in the O2, like he rolls in O2 contaminants, and we burn a assist on preventing a damage or something stupid like that. But in ADSEP, to guarantee that one person can fix that hazard, they need not to void their 4s.
I think there's an argument to be made either way. Right? Okay. I really do. And I do not know. I do not know if that's the correct option. I genuinely don't. Because the mechanic being on solo health with 5 die, if we end up rolling, I don't know, a double 2 or sorry, not a double 2, a double 1 or even a triple, God forbid, 1, then that kills this dude, and there is pretty much nothing that we can do about it, which really I find problematic. However, when we send the mechanic, we need to be wary that we have this duct tape. Even if it's not the biggest thing in the world, it's probably going to be enough to bridge any gap between what she puts out and the absence of a 4 or 2 4s or whatever, if that makes sense.
Do you think so? Because with 3 die, like assume 2 4s get voided. right? Which is not
it's not
outrageous
it's
thing to say.
completely
Especially because you're
reasonable.
rolling, looking for 4s and 5s and 6s.
Mhm.
Assume 2 voids get voided, that's 3 die to reach 16.
Yeah,
That's a lot. Even if you get 2 6s, the final one being used for duct tape isn't enough.
Yeah.
So you've made a good point. I'm looking at Jim and I'm like, I don't know if I want to roll him in there anyway.
Yeah.
So we can give up a free agent in order to free up some stuff here. So another thing I'm looking at right now is sending David Tennant into the 15, sending the captain into the 15 afterwards to clean up as well, because both of them are going to have 2 die missing after that. So if they just both invest in life support, they're going to have a bunch of stuff in the research projects as well as fixing the 15. That frees up the specialist to go get us food and mechanic to fix ad set fail.
Yeah, I think that is probably the better option. Okay. Yeah, all right. So do we want to move David Tennant first? Is that what we want to do? Is that the plan of action?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's right.
I totally agree. That's actually, in retrospect, the better option.
Yeah. I mean, with 5, if he had 3 die, I would feel more comfortable sending him in first. But the fact that he's got 5 really it doesn't sit well. It does not sit well.
The thing is, if he had 3 die, I wouldn't want to put him there anyway. So,
well, yeah,
like it's this weird balance.
I can understand that. Let's roll David Tennant. We get 1 void. That's pretty bad. It's pretty darn bad, actually.
I wish we'd taken the damage and kept the fucking die though.
Yeah, I can appreciate how you could think that. I think.
You don't agree?
No, I do agree actually. Well, yeah, having a die for the reroll would have been really nice because we can stick it into the regain die. But hey ho, such is life. I think what I would do here is I would bank the 5, reroll the 3 and the 1, and then hope that it gets better. Because I mean, even though there is a chance of a void, we're still gonna have a die to stick into regain dice, which is what we really need out of this, I would say. Although I wouldn't be opposed to just putting the 5 and the 3 into the repair, but I think we can do better than a 3. That's what I'm saying. I think we can do better than a 3.
I think we can as well. I mean, half of the time we get a 4-5. I mean, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just think about it like half high, half low.
Yeah, exactly.
I am very tentative to go with your play though. As soon as you said I wouldn't be a 3 in there, I'm like, good, because that's really what I want to do right now.
Yeah.
Rerolling the 1 decreases our risk to void by so much. Just instead of rerolling a 3 and a 1. Like if we get 1 voided out of that, we are out so much power. We have to tie up more of the resources of the captain when he moves into this room, which is just going to be really annoying. Like he has to use at least 3 die, possibly 2 die to fix. Which means that his ability to regain die is going to be really difficult because he's going to have to regain die on a die that matches the die we actually put in from someone else.
Yeah. I don't know. So what is the play here? What's the correct course of action? What do you think we should do? Because
I think we invest the 5 and the 3 and re-roll the 1.
I think that is a good call. That is a really good call. All right, re-rolling the 1. Is it going to be voided? It's a 3. That's good. That's good. And
it's fine.
Yeah, we weren't going to solve it anyway, so I'm okay with getting a 3. Like that's not bad.
Yep.
What do we want to do with this? Do we want to go for this in the regain die? I actually think we probably do. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't think it's even close. With a 7, that's almost certain. See, this is something I was talking to you about earlier on actually off episode, but I want to bring the conversation into this. Yeah. A lot of the skill I think in Tharsis is, I mean, obviously there's an incredible amount of RNG, let's face it, but a lot of the skill is looking at like a 7, 8, and a 9 and going, okay, I'm on average going to need 2 die to 3 die to fix that.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And working out your worst case scenarios and how to back up against those.
Yeah.
And right now, I think worst case scenario, we have to use 2 die from the captain, which means he's got 2 free die to roll for regain dice or even just his hero power.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if he got his hero power, that would take him back up to 4 die, which is a really incredibly strong place to be in. And chances are that means that we can stick another point into research. So overall, I think it's all looking pretty darn good. And even, right? Okay, God forbid the captain does absolutely fucking horrifically, gets all ones, right? We've still got this 3 repair, 1 module to go for, so I'm pretty comfortable.
True.
I'm pretty comfortable. Just let the captain go buck wild.
I'm actually about to propose
that
we try and get, that we try and get the captain to resolve it with 1 die and the duct tape so that he can roll 3 through again.
Okay, I like that. You know, this being me, I think Orbital Potato is going to roll a 3 this time, so I don't think we really need to worry about it. Okay, maybe we do need to worry about it, but that's still not that helpful, actually. That's still pretty darn bad. That voided die is sucky, but it's okay. It's okay. I actually think that this is okay. I would say here that we probably go for the 5 and burn the 3 repair 1 module. And I say that for 2 reasons, right? One is that it really helps us out, gives us a high chance for a reroll of a 3. Secondly, this is not a hugely cost-effective repair event or repair research project, so I think we want to get this out of our rotation as quickly as possible. However, I also want to take advantage of using it, if that makes sense. So that's why I would go for duct tape and the 5 sticking into repair. That's my thought process anyway.
So this this is how greedy my thought process is right now.
Oh my god!
I'm looking
so
at
greedy.
5. I'm looking at 5. I'm the greediest man. I'm looking at 5 plus repair, and then reroll. If we don't like it, chuck the 6 in. Reroll. If we don't like it, chuck the 6 in. Reroll. We end up with a captain who has 3 die total, but we do get to roll through and find a research project that we really enjoy. I am totally okay with the fact that that is not the best play we could make, but I mean,
oh my god, so ballsy.
Okay, let's do the obvious thing first. The 5 and the duct tape are the repair, right?
Is there another play? Right? Is there another play? Is there though? I'm thinking here, right? Okay, hear me out. What if we reroll all of these? Right?
No. Okay. No. I are you going for the special tools?
I'm thinking of the 3. What if we reroll all these die, right? All these die, not research projects. I still think that they're good enough here. What if we reroll all of these die here? Chances are we could get another 3. And it would help us. What am I talking about? I actually think this might be the.
No,
I'm not. No, I'm actually warming to this idea. If we reroll 3 die, it's risky. It's really goddamn risky. But it means that we could regain theoretically 2 die, and in addition to that, we only have to get a 4 to repair the module, right?
So. Here's the reason I'm totally not okay with that, right? Because the 5 and the duct tape repair the thing, and then void and injury don't matter anymore. So we've got 2 die rolling without risk of hazard, which means even if he does get a 1 or a 2, he's not increasing his stress, which is slightly important. But even more important, if he rolls another 6, fine, he just puts it into his class power. If he rolls a 5, we can put it into the research project. Yeah. We've got a use for every die in that scenario. Every other die either goes into game die or research projects. Yeah. Whereas if we re-roll everything right now, there's a bunch of outcomes where we just waste die.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. That is a very, very good point. So we're burning the 5, and then we're also gonna do the research, the duct tape even. The research project.
Yeah.
Is that what we're gonna do? Right, sweet.
Yes.
Repair, duct tape, boom. There we go. All right. What was this really ballsy play that you wanted to make? Is you want to reroll? Is that what we want to do right now?
No, I don't want to make the ballsy play. It's similar to the play you just suggested, where it's I mean,
ludicrous that
I hope that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I hope I'm not offending you by saying
no,
that it's clearly inferior.
Yeah.
But it is a crazy play that could be made.
And it could pay off. Like
I
it
think
could have paid off. Like let's be frank. These crazy plays, they could have paid off. The chances of them paying off, however, are so fucking minimal that it's probably not worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, do we want to re-roll our research here? Is that what we want to do? I mean, I don't think any of these are good enough.
That's actually the crazy play that I was thinking about, right? But this is operating at a different time. I think no. I think it's roll the die first and then.
Yep, roll the die first. See what we get. 2 and a 6. It's time for the crazy play or the semi-crazy play.
I don't think so, because so what is more important, having a die or re-rolling our research projects?
I think it is the die. I absolutely do. I do think there is a case for re-rolling the research projects here. I think apart from health kits and perhaps quick patch, you couldn't really make much of an argument here.
You're missing the only good one on there.
The openly good one.
Energy boost is crazy.
Energy boost is not good.
Energy boost is taking the leftovers from a bunch of different turns and then turning a character who used to have 2 die into an amazing powerhouse.
I think it's good, but
hello.
I think that it's bad. Hello?
Oh boy, we're disconnecting again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is fun. This is fun, but he can't hear me. So there we go. Let's fingers crossed that works. Does that work?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. I'm still rolling. I'm still rolling. All right. As I was saying, right?
Screen is not moving whatsoever, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably because it's not. Oh. See anything? Is that better? Is that working?
Nope. Right, I need an access code.
Oh, we need an access. Oh my goodness. Goodness me. All right. So we still got the 2 and the 6. And we were just deciding on what we actually want to burn those two die actually on. And you're making the case for energy boost being a super strong modifier, super strong science project. I can see that. I can see it. Although
I mean, here's the way I look at it, right?
Our current situation is the fact that everybody's fucking dope for dice. If we want to hold off on refreshing our research projects, then that means that we're potentially missing out on, I don't know, worst case scenario, 3 turns of holding this energy boost, waiting for a specific situation to come around. If that makes sense, I think that makes sense.
Okay, so I mean, which of the die are you looking to burn when you're rolling the research projects?
Well, I mean, obviously we'd burn the 6, but I don't think we should do that anyway. I think we should probably put it into crew module, regain die, so we don't lose as much of a... It's not as good as the regain die, but yeah, hey-ho.
Exactly. I think this is an option that can be not delegated, but deferred, right? I think this is a choice that we can make way in the future, because if we have to put the 6 in the class, and I think we both agree that we have to do that, then the 2 is obviously going in research projects. And if we're going to reroll, we'd want to use the 2, unless we had a 6 to replace the 6, but we don't. So that means if we're ever going to re-roll the research projects, it's going to be in someone else's turn later.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. So let's just go ahead and do that. Boom. And boom. There we go. Everybody's doing dope for dice. I love it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's real good. It's real good. Alright. What's the next play? The next play here is what? Wow, we've moved 2 characters and it's 19 minutes in. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's actually fucking insane. Yeah, I think that was the right play, moving Potato and Tenant into the life support. I really, really do. I think that was totally the right play. I don't think we should have put the mechanic in there, so I'm super glad that we ended up going for Potato and the Doctor.
I totally agree with it in retrospect.
Yeah, no, I think sometimes you got to play safe. I think we were playing safe there. Although we could have, we could have probably done it, but hey, we didn't. All right. Who next? Where are they going? What the heck is happening? What do we think?
It's 100% Jim to ad set fail, right?
Jim or the specialist. I could probably.
What? No, it's Jim. Okay,
Jim?
so here's the reason. Here's the reason it's Jim, because the specialist has the extra reroll. So her losing a die to either stasis or void is abysmal. Like, that really destroys the point of her character, right? Whereas if Jim loses a die to that, I mean, then the specialist just goes and clears up afterwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jim can still probably resolve it with 4 die. So
he probably can.
I think it's
Jim. I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah, and you know that specialist is super useful when it comes to being the free agent and looking for those, you know, 3 of a kind, or, you know, 3 of a kind or 2 of a kind or whatever, or those 5+. She's so she's super good at doing that. Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that. All right, see what we get from Jim. We're hoping for some big ones. Wow, 2 voids.
Yeah,
that's shit. That's real shit. That's
okay.
That's
so okay, so there's a few things we can do here. I think the first one is 5 goes into the dice hold. It's almost always going to repair.
Okay, that okay. Yeah. I can sympathize with you on that point.
I think 100% gets rerolled as well, because it's only got a 1 in 6 to hit a void. Other than that, it's getting better.
I think we can play greedy here. I think there's a real opportunity to play greedy and get a lot out of this turn. I actually really do, and I don't think it involves fixing the ship. Right? What I think we should do is go for the assists. And the reason that I say that is because assists, I think, are underrated in how much we should actually pursue them. And I know if we do go for this, then next turn we are going to be wasting an assist. But if we put the 5 in there now, we reroll the 1. If it's a void, that's fantastic, because we can burn 1 assist, and next turn we'll get that assist back. And then that still allows the specialist to be a free agent. I think we could do well from this. I think we could. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if it's the correct thing to do.
So the way I was looking at it is 5 goes
into repair,
the repair, which means the 1 rerolls. If the 1, this would be like the godsend. If the 1 hits a 2 or a 6, we get to reroll through our research projects.
I mean, that's good, but I really like some assists, and if we've got that level of security, I feel a lot more confident about sending people that are low life into potentially hazardous situations. And the reason that I say, assists might be good now, is looking at the general look of your ship, and you can't actually go back to the ship view from this, which is kind of annoying. But looking at things generally, everybody's on really high die. If we get something that we can take advantage of assists in, then that saves us the same situation that we just came into, where 2 of our fucking dice are voided. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, what we could do is we bank the 5, we reroll the 1, we see what we get. Is that the play?
But no, if we're going to be increasing assist, we definitely do that before we re-roll the 1, because then if we get 4, it's voided. And what Orbital was talking about before when he said we're going to waste an assist when we go into next turn is because you get 1 regeneration of an assist every single turn.
Yeah, that's it.
You get a passive regen.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
So if we are going with the increased assist play, we have to do that first. There's no dice hold. It's that then reroll.
We could.
I'm thinking like overall. Bank it. No. I'm thinking overall.
We could, and there's only a 1 in 4 chance that we actually get a 1 in 4 chance, a 1 in 6 chance that we actually get a void. So I'm not opposed to rolling with those odds, you know, for that void in order to save the assist or whatever. But you know, that's something that I wouldn't be unprepared to do. What do you think? Tell me your thought process. Okay. What do you think we should do?
So the way I'm thinking about it is, if you're holding the 5, you're saying, I want to keep my options open to put this 5 into repair or into the increase assist.
Yeah.
But if you then roll the 1, the 1 can hit a 6, and we're still not repairing this. This isn't getting repaired this turn, no matter what we do at this point. So we either make the decision that we're rolling through research projects looking for something, or we're making the decision to put it into assist, right? And both of those can be made at this point. So my thought process would be, it's not outrageously impossible for us to re-roll using a 2 and see if we can get MCC or the special tools. And then we still have 4 die to resolve an MCC, or 2 die to do the tools and put a 5 in.
Yeah.
And then we can move it way down.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do that? You want to shuffle our research? I
mean, I definitely don't want to like override your reasonable method for going through the assists, but at the same time, I don't think we're going to be really doing anything with those assists until next turn, and this turn is the one I'm worried about at the moment. I want to make sure that we actually do something right now. Like, our free agent, I would love it if she never had to come in here, because if she can go and repair the ship, we don't need food right now. No one's going to be able to eat it for a while. If she can repair the ship, we can do way riskier shit.
That's so much more valuable. That's exactly why I don't think we should have her come in here. That's why I think we should go for the assists, bank those assists, and make sure that we have a safe platform with which to play for next turn. You know, so we can think about it this way. I suppose if we have assists, then that pretty much guarantees that the mechanic is going to be able to fix this room, right? If we think about it like that. With 3 assists, the mechanic is guaranteed to fix a 16.
Yeah, pretty much. Hang on. Let me say one thing, though.
Hit me.
Because I think this is important. We don't have to do one or the other. Because that 2 is basic. Let's face it, 2 is pretty much useless for
2
repair,
is absolutely useless, right? Yeah, totally.
So if we're going to re-roll, and we're almost certainly going to put the 2 into research project, why not re-roll now, safe in the knowledge that if we do get MCC, we can resolve. If we don't get MCC, we can look at our options that involve an increase assist.
All right, there we go. That's what we got.
Oh, you know what I want.
I know what I want too. I mean, Call Home is real good. It's real good. It's very good. I like it a lot. And everybody's stress is slowly creeping up.
It is, but we're gonna, at the end of this turn, we're gonna have 1 character on 5 die and 3 characters on 4. That's 3+ die that we can just give to characters using the supplements. Ignore this for this turn.
I knew you'd go for that. I knew you'd be going for the supplements. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
But he's so good right now.
It is quite good. It is quite good.
And the thing is, if we want to do your play next turn, we can. We can do every play except for the mechanic first, and then roll override before hitting the mechanic.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Let's put all of our 4 die into research and go for the supplements.
Oh yes.
You want to do that?
Oh, I'm so happy.
You want to do that?
I'm really pleased.
Bear in mind,
we don't use the supplements.
We don't use it. No, we don't use it because we can use it after the
We
specialist.
wait until the specialist turn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, 4. There we go. We did it. We're not activating the supplements this turn, but it's going to give us 1 die on each character, which is kind of nice. Oh,
that's really good.
Is it?
That's 5. That's everyone will be on 5 die next turn.
I've got an idea for you. And I think you might like it. I suggest we save supplements until next turn, and we make sure that David Tennant rolls first, and in that way, everybody can be on 5 die. So I'm suggesting we put this off until next turn.
So the one reason I'm not super crazy about that play is because it really limits our ability to put the specialist's extra die into research. Because she will have to get either a 1 or a 2, otherwise, sorry, not 1 or a 2, a 3 or a 4. In order to invest them after that.
That's not true though, because we are going to burn stress if we get duplicates when the specialist goes to repair the ship. So if we get duplicates, hey ho, we burn call home. We just make sure that we head into the next turn with at least 4 die in there. Plus, she's the goddamn specialist. If she's going to deliver, if anybody's going to deliver the exact numbers that we need, it's going to be her.
Yeah, so, call her DMX because she's going to give it to you. Look, we've got the obvious, it's a music reference, don't worry. We've got the obvious thing that we have to do. The specialist is going and rolling in the engine. So I think we do that, and then we can talk about what differs after the roll.
I don't actually think it's that much of an obvious thing. I think there could be a case for actually going to the module that's failing and repairing it, but with a void, no. I don't like it. I don't like doing it with a void. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, the reason I don't want to do that is not only because of the void, but also because what's that module doing? It's giving us 1 damage. One whole damage.
And if
I'm really salty. Oh my god. Oh, we're in such a good position. The one's going to ship repair.
You reckon?
Yeah, because then if we roll a 1 afterwards, we're happy because we can either re-roll research project, put it into the research project, or we can put it into the ship repair. We've got really versatile options there.
So, what do you think we should do? Do you think do you think we just straight up go for a repair, or do you think we save a 4 perhaps and then re-roll these 2?
Save a 4.
Save a 4? I think saving a 4 is the correct option here. I would agree with you. And I am completely okay with that. That is fucking amazing.
I'm so happy.
That's so damn good. That is
why do you like it? Are you looking at calling home and then putting them down there? Or do you want to go for the ship repair?
That's a tough question actually, because I would say call home is totally valid to do, but at the same time we can still do that by burning the 4 on there, but we want to go into the next turn with 4 die.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say call home is more valuable than an extra less valuable point in ship repair. That's what I would say.
Yes.
Without a doubt. And that way we can go in with 5 research points next turn.
Did you flip your reasoning, or did I misunderstand what you were saying at the
Wait, what?
Because my original question is, do you want to do call home? And you were like, this is how I heard it. I heard no. But then by the end of it, you were saying yes.
Oh,
maybe are we doing call home? Can we do?
Maybe I just misinterpreted the question. But yeah, I think call home is the correct option here. I think it is.
Yeah, 100%.
It totally is. Yeah, that's stress reduction. It's so underrated. All right. And then
oh yes.
Everything in there. All right. This is good.
Yep.
This is real good. What about error check? Do you think error check is a good one? Are you happy with that?
It's incredible.
Really?
It is the only one that I like out of amphetamines, prevent stasis, whatever prevent stasis is, and error check. Error check is the only one that I think is useful, and I wouldn't be surprised if it costs 6. I would say it's still overcosted, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it did.
Well, but 4 is pretty good, because I mean, if you think about it, if you block a void, then that's fucking amazing, because instead of a dice disappearing, you've just got a regular die, which is fucking great for another reroll.
Yeah.
Which is, well, you know, I can understand how that's good value. All right. What are you thinking here? 2 options. We've got +1 ship, plus 20% stress, or we've got +1 food, -1 health for us. What do you think?
Okay. So I'm gonna make like a super executive call here and say that considering the right hand option, right?
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear you. There was a little bit of a little bit of a downtime in Discord there.
Oh,
please say again.
I'm gonna say that I'm making like the executive call here and say
Okay.
that neither of us are even considering the right hand, are we?
Not at all. The ship does not need it.
Not at all.
It's fine.
Exactly. The ship doesn't need it. The stress for the characters is horrible. And losing 1 health on a character who has 4 health and a character who has 5 health is not a problem. It saves us a food. So if in this turn we get a character to go down to 3 and we can't give them supplements, or if we choose not to do anything, we have a lot of versatility in keeping them back up to have a good turn 5.
Yeah, I think that's totally valid. And yeah, I think we'll probably be going for that option in the next episode. I think it's your episode, actually, isn't it? You can take it away. It's all yours.
I'm almost certain it is. Wait, hang on. First, second, yeah, it totally is me. All right, my name has been Rhapsody. His name has been Orville Potato. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself in this incredibly exhaustive look at how to beat Tharsis. If you're looking for the channel of the person that you are not watching the channel of this on current, I always say this really badly. It's in the description down below. The channels are all down there. There's also the playlist for this whole series, which is kind of leapfrogging between channels. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves as much as we have, and we'll see you next episode.
Slaters.